For more than 30 years, police agencies all over the country have depended on field sobriety tests to catch drunk drivers.
Tonight, some critics say those tests themselves deserve to flunk. The I-Team's Hagit Lamore has been investigating both sides of a controversy that's all about life and death. Hagit?
Well, that's why police run those tests on the side of the road, to save lives that drivers under the influence might imperil. So, after years of watching people walk a straight line, could that and other fields tests developed by the federal government be catching some people who are stone sober? Critics say just watch the tests more closely.
When I tell you to begin with, you take 9 heel-to-toe steps.
Across the country.
Put your feet together.
And all over the tri-state.
Walk 9 steps back, same way off the first 9, just touch heel to toe.
Police officers use these tests.
Can you stand just like this with your right foot in front of your left?
To confirm their suspicions.
How much you had to drink tonight?
Our overall mission here is to save lives, and we're going to do this.
Ohio State Trooper Sergeant Scott Coomer says a swerving car doesn't always mean someone's drunk.
So you haven't been drinking tonight?
I just have a beer, yes sir.
But if he's suspicious, he depends on the standard field sobriety tests to help him decide.
Absolutely, they're a good indicator. They're not, I mean, it's basic task. I perform the task, I'm sober, I can complete them, so I think it's a good gauge.
The tests where you count while you walk or lift your leg are called divided attention tests. You do 2 things at once, like when you drive. But critics say they treat everyone, young, old, athlete, or klutz, the same.
This is not a natural position for human beings. The reason we have our legs side by side is to maintain balance so that we don't fall over.
MJ Donovan says she's not just speaking as an attorney who defends people accused of driving under the influence. She's speaking as a former Cincinnati police officer who arrested people based on those tests.
When you were a police officer, did you doubt these tests?
I did. I made the wrong call based on those tests.
Donovan says most people already are nervous when police pull them over.
Good, let me see your driver's license, insurance card.
Then they hear a series of rapid-fire instructions.
And what you're going to do is you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps forward on this white line. I just need you to follow the tip of this pen with your eyes and with all your eyes. Pick your heel 6 inches off the ground, point your toe like I'm doing here.
Which they must follow on sometimes uneven, gravel-strewn roadsides, with trucks blasting past and no clear straight line. And they're not told that if they raise their arms or diverge in any way from the instructions, that is a clue against them.
Do you think that someone who is stone sober could fail these tests?
Oh, absolutely.
It may sound ludicrous, but Donovan isn't the only one questioning what has become a standard.
I would never recommend anyone take the field sobriety test. It's designed to fail. It's designed to fail.
Dr. Spurgeon Cole is a retired psychology professor at Clemson University, an expert in the study of measurements, who says he's been studying the validity of the field sobriety tests since the 1980s.
It's not the officer. It's the measuring tool that you have here. It doesn't measure accurately.
Cole says trained police officers in lab tests were wrong 46% of the time when they used the field sobriety tests. He blames the same problem Donovan demonstrated.
They're asking you to stand in an unnatural position in hopes that you're they're setting you up to fail. These are not tests that are designed for you to succeed at. They are tests that are designed for you to fail.
With all due respect to her, I think she drank a little bit too much of her own Kool-Aid. They're not designed to make you fail.
Cincinnati City Prosecutor Charlie Rubenstein has faced off against Donovan in court.
It's not some conspiracy that they've made up these tests that everybody's going to flunk. Field sobriety tests are a tool. That's all they are, is a tool.
Rubenstein says the tests only serve to reinforce other clues, like the smell of alcohol, slurred speech, or more obvious issues.
That's what it's about. It's not about one test. It's a combination.
Why would a police officer want to take in someone for DUI who's not drunk?
They're following their procedures.
Donovan says with so many other options,
1, 2.
it's time to put behind a standard she considers substandard.
If you have other tools, why bother with something that some people say
because these as well are valid, and appropriate tools. These are the skills that are needed to drive a car.
Of course, that's the part up to debate and up to each jury or judge to decide. Rubenstein says his office's prosecutors win 95% of their OVI cases, and interestingly enough, he says the number of cases actually is down dramatically because today's young people have gotten the message. They make plans for cabs or designated drivers much more often than their elders have done.